I am about to address some things as the supervisor. There will be no comments. There will be anything. It will be me addressing you guys to tell you what's going on.
Weird. It's so weird. It really is like the whole country's hypnotized. And I just think this is a perfect storm of things.
Tiffany Henyard, the first female mayor of Dolton, Illinois, is at the center of a political controversy that has not only shaken her leadership, but also turned the local political scene into a high-stakes drama. When Henyard assumed office in 2021, she was hailed as a trailblazer, praised for her potential to bring positive change to the town. However, her tenure has quickly spiraled from one of hope and promise to one fraught with allegations of intimidation, questionable employment practices, and abuse of power. The situation took a darker turn when residents began expressing fears of retaliation for voicing concerns about her leadership. Many now worry about the consequences they might face simply for speaking out. As tensions mount, a cloud of mistrust has settled over the town, further intensified when high-profile figures like Joe Rogan publicly condemned her actions, thrusting the scandal into the national spotlight. For Dolton's residents, the fear is palpable. What once seemed like a promising new era of leadership has instead given way to a toxic atmosphere where dissent is seen as dangerous. The conflict between Henyard and the community has reached unprecedented heights, with accusations that she has resorted to underhanded tactics to silence critics. The core values of public service, transparency, accountability, and open dialogue appear to have been abandoned, replaced by a culture of fear. This irony is not lost on the people of Dolton, who now question whether Henyard is truly committed to serving them, or if her actions reflect a deeper determination to suppress opposition rather than engage with the community. What started as an exciting chapter in Dolton's history has become a cautionary tale of how quickly a leader's actions can erode public trust and turn promise into scandal. As the fallout continues, the key question remains: can Henyard weather the storm, or will this controversy destroy everything she has worked for? With her political future in jeopardy and mounting legal and public challenges, Henyard must confront the reality of the situation she has helped create. The stakes have never been higher, and the town of Dolton is waiting for answers. Will Henyard manage to reclaim her standing, or will this chapter mark the end of her controversial leadership? Only time will tell as the political drama continues to unfold.
At the Dolton Village Board meeting this evening. That meeting was being held at the Park District building since Village Hall cannot legally.
The situation in Dolton, Illinois has escalated into a tense and troubling spectacle, with residents increasingly feeling that their voices are being silenced by the very officials they elected to serve them. This sense of disenfranchisement reached a boiling point when a recent Village Hall meeting was abruptly canceled due to a lack of quorum, deepening the community's frustration. At the center of this growing unrest is Mayor Tiffany Henyard, whose leadership style has raised serious concerns about transparency, accountability, and a disregard for democratic governance. The controversy first emerged when two separate meetings were held in different locations, leaving many residents confused and frustrated. As tensions escalated, Henyard's alleged intimidation tactics took center stage. Numerous locals have accused her of using fear to silence those who dare to voice concerns about her leadership. The problem has become so severe that residents now fear retaliation simply for speaking out. Imagine living in a community where expressing legitimate worries about local government could lead to threats or punitive measures. This has become a harsh reality for many in Dolton, where an atmosphere of fear and intimidation has taken root. Citizens who have criticized Henyard's administration report feeling targeted and pressured, with some even describing their experiences as akin to living under political oppression. The growing unease in Dolton has made daily life feel increasingly oppressive. Protests and vocal demonstrations have become more common as residents demand answers and question whether their mayor has crossed a line. Henyard's leadership, once seen as a symbol of progress and empowerment, is now being criticized for prioritizing her own grip on power over the well-being and voices of the people she was elected to serve. This isn't just about partisan politics, it's about accountability. Are local officials truly acting in the best interests of their community, or are they using fear tactics to maintain control? The controversy surrounding Henyard gained national attention when prominent podcaster Joe Rogan spoke out against her alleged actions. Known for his outspoken commentary, Rogan did not hold back, calling her behavior a blatant abuse of power. His comments sent shockwaves through Dolton, catapulting a local issue into the national spotlight. Rogan's platform, which reaches millions worldwide, amplified the concerns of Dolton's residents, drawing attention to the dangers of unchecked political power. His criticism resonated not just with those in Dolton, but with people across the country, reigniting conversations about the importance of holding elected officials accountable. Despite the national backlash, Henyard's actions continue to fuel controversy. Many residents now fear that speaking out against her could result in intimidation or retaliation from local officials. In a town where political opposition is allegedly met with threats, the erosion of free speech and the right to challenge leadership has become a serious concern. Accusations of intimidation have become widespread, leaving many residents feeling vulnerable when voicing concerns. This chilling atmosphere of fear and suspicion has created a deep divide within the community. The possibility of facing retaliation for exercising free speech has become a very real and pressing issue. As Dolton's residents navigate this tense political climate, many are left questioning the future of their town and whether trust in local government can ever be restored. This crisis is about more than just the accusations against Henyard. It represents a broader, more dangerous threat to democratic governance. At the heart of this issue is the notion that local officials might target residents for speaking out against the mayor's actions. This is a deeply troubling prospect, one that has significantly undermined public faith in elected leaders. Public officials are meant to serve the people, yet Henyard's actions have been widely perceived as an abuse of power, aimed at maintaining control through fear and intimidation. The idea that those in power could resort to such tactics is one of the most disturbing aspects of this ongoing controversy.
I am about to address some things as the supervisor. There will be no comments. There will be anything. It will be me addressing you guys to tell you what's going on.
Weird. It's so weird. It really is like the whole country's hypnotized. And I just think this is a perfect storm of things.
The ongoing scandal will mark the end of Henyard's controversial leadership. Dolton now finds itself in the midst of a growing political crisis. The situation has only worsened with Henyard's recent controversial decisions, particularly her choice to hire Brinley, a lawyer with a highly questionable history. Brinley, known for representing disgraced R&B singer R. Kelly during his high-profile trial, has raised serious concerns among the town's residents.
Appearance at the Dolton Village Board meeting this evening. That meeting was being held at the Park District building since Village Hall cannot legally.
Brinley's involvement in such cases, combined with his contentious reputation, has left many questioning Henyard's judgment. Why would she align herself with someone with such a problematic background? This decision has ignited intense debate. In Dolton, with residents fearing that Henyard is prioritizing loyalty and power consolidation over the best interests of the community. The growing skepticism regarding Henyard's leadership is amplified by her track record of questionable decisions. Critics argue that her choices are increasingly erratic and self-serving, leading Dolton down a dangerous path. The hiring of Brinley further confirms the fears of those who believe Henyard is more interested in maintaining her grip on power than fostering a transparent and accountable government. One of the most significant issues fueling the controversy is Henyard's alleged misuse of public funds. Reports suggest that she has used taxpayer dollars for lavish vacations and personal expenses that have no clear connection to the needs of Dolton's residents. This reckless spending has alarmed citizens who fear that their hard-earned tax dollars are being squandered, while essential services, such as public safety and infrastructure, remain underfunded. As more details emerge about her personal expenditures, the scrutiny surrounding Henyard's financial management continues to grow. One of the most shocking revelations involves the mayor allegedly spending public funds on luxury vacations and high-end dining while the community struggles with basic services. For many residents, Henyard's actions feel like a betrayal. Instead of serving the people, she appears to be prioritizing her own interests. The question remains, will Dolton's residents be able to reclaim their voice and demand the accountability they deserve?